Hey, it's me, Anna Santacroce, Anna Tedesco Maria Santacroce. At the end of this Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, Glorious Mystery, April 5th, 2026. So my last presentation of the night will be about spelling and probably five of the most difficult words well, the English language or universal languages overall. These are words with 11, 13 plus syllables, and over 20 letters per word, etc. So I am going to reread you a list of the books that I have read. And then I'm going to add the last one. And that last one I forgot in our last meeting about the science of reading, phonics, phonemics, and phonological awareness, fluency, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. I forgot to add the last book. And I gave the books to you toward the end in the reading comprehension portion of the science of reading. And well, that book will hold the very word, which is pretty long. It's scientific, related to chemistry. In fact, most of the long words, all but one, which is kind of like a political religious word, that I'll be giving to you, are related to chemistry. So here we are, Anna Santa Croce. Let me repeat the books that I have read within the last 7 or 8 years or so. Julia Alvarez, Before We Were Free. Julia Alvarez, Afterlife. Nature by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Essentials of Ecology by Spoolman. Matilda by Roald Dahl. Eli Wiesel, Night, The Diary of Anne Frank, by Anne Frank, published by her dad Otto. Uh, Ask Me No Questions by Marina Budos. We Are All We Have by Marina Budos. My Friend Anne Frank by Hannah Pitt Gossler. The Heart Principle by Helen Hoang. The Marvelous Land of Oz by Frank Baum and others. New Year's Kiss by Lee Matthews. The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, and at least five others in that Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series by C.S. Lewis. Four Perfect Pebbles, the Jane Eyre by Bronte, The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams, George Takei's They Call This the Enemy, about his experience in American concentration camps as a Japanese American citizen. Roxane Gay's Hunger, Abel Sanchez and Other Stories by Unamuno, 1917. Cain and Abel rendition with a little bit of Lord Byron. Some words like picayune and emulate. Let's see, what else? I read A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, Kissing Kosher by Meltzer. I read The Secrets of Nim, a book about forgiveness. I read Too Much and Never Enough by Mary L. Trump, and A Walking Life by Antonia Malchik. Ties That Bind, Ties That Break. I read The War Girls by V.S. Alexander. The Gratitude Project by Jeremy Adams Smith. Night Crawling by Layla Motley. In This Sign by Joanne Greenberg. I Beat the Odds by Michael Oher. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster. I read The Sorrows of War by Bao Ninh, his story of a North Vietnamese soldier post Vietnam War with the United States of America, etc. And last up, okay, so the book Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. She wrote this, I believe, during the 1970s or late 60s. Silent Spring was about carcinogenic pesticides. Uh, and Rachel Carson, died of breast cancer due to DDT. And that brings me to my first of five extremely difficult spelling words. DDT is an acronym for dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. It's an organic pesticide. And while there are organic pesticides that are non-carcinogenic, DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane, is a highly toxic pesticide in which she formed breast cancer due to it. And Silent Spring by Rachel Carson was about this. Okay, so let's get ready to spell DDT. Dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. Here goes. Dichloro diphenyl dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. Okay, so I gave you the book that I had forgotten within my last list. One of the books that I read, I think during 2020. I think I read this Silent Spring in 2020 and again. And dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane is an organic pesticide, but within the carcinogenic cluster, unlike other organics outside of that cluster. Okay, next up, I will give you a word similarly that is about dangerous chemicals and what people utilize as far as dangerous land use or electricity production from coal mining. This is a term for black lung for a disease that coal miners often attain called pneumoconiosis. So one out of every 10 or so, or 10% of coal miners achieve, unfortunately, black lung disease. And like bans on dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane and other organic carcinogenic compounds listed by Rachel Carson, it's quite likely that coal mining should be banned worldwide, just like DDT. Pneumoconiosis. 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 Okay, so you notice there's a silent P, an Neumoconiosis, pneumoconiosis. Okay, so we've gone through the first word from Silent Spring, Rachel Carson, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane, dichloro diphenyl dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. Pneumoconiosis. Pneumoconiosis. All right. Third up, we have okay, so we have deoxyribonucleic acid, and you had better believe that DDT and pneumoconiosis derived from coal mining bitumen would affect your DNA. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, DEOXYRIBONUCLEIC space ACID. Okay, so those are just three of my five terms for the night. One from uh, Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. The next about black lung disease, which 10% of coal miners worldwide unfortunately attained, which should be banned like DDT. Coal mining in West Virginia, Kentucky, Southeast Asia, South Africa, etc. Okay, let's do a fourth word. This is kind of I think it's a brain chemical. It's called tetrahydrobiopterin. Okay. Tetrahydrobiopterin. Tetrahydrobiopterin. Okay. Last up, we have a word that's outside of chemistry, and it's kind of a religious political word from about breaking away from the Anglican Church in England. It's called anti-disestablishmentarianism. 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 Don't fret, I've got some pages which we could go over at another time of all five of these words spelled, the numbers of letters, phonemic chunking, and syllable related chunking. Like my vocabulary words from A Walking Life by Antonia Malchik, as well as Marielle Trump's Too Much and Never Enough. I've already chunked and spelled and denoted the numbers of letters, phonemes, and syllables within the words dichloro, trichloroethane, within pneumoconiosis, within deoxyribonucleic acid, within anti-disestablishmentarianism. Oh, and the one before that, which was tetrahydrobiopterin. Okay, so I look forward to meeting some other champion spellers, some interactionists, and individuals interested in the science of reading, spelling, phonemic chunking, and syllables. Remember, there are 6 or 7 syllable types: closed, consonant LE, open, vowel team, magic or silent E are controlled, and diphthong. Some linguists cluster vowel teams and diphthongs together, and we can't forget that uh the how dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane was within a book that I read, I think in 2020, and skimmed through it before, and how, like DDT, bitumen and coal mining should likely be outlawed. Implementing solar, different types of solar, studying buildable space mathematics and parcel compliance, types of N cell and P cell solar. So, solar, this is slightly more science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics related like buildable space, percentages, decimals, and fractions of lot space, as buildable space mathematics. Solar generally comes from silicon, silicone cells made from the atomic element silicon, atomic number 14. N cell washed silicon is washed with phosphorus. Phosphorus has one more electron than silicon. P cell silicon is washed with boron with one less electron than silicon. So, as I told you, I am an interactionist or symbolic interactionist, utilizer hence of such social theory. I had learned that science, technology, engineering, and arts mathematics relationships with gender are not actually caught up. And while I'm really more of a champion speller, vocabulary connoisseur, Connnoisseur, I am able, and I have been able to kind of access my my mental skills or my brain skills, to have spelled those difficult words to understand more and about, uh, more and more about, well, types of N cell and P cell solar. That solar is usually made up of silicon and silicon atomic number 14, that there are N cell and P cell types of solar. N cell is technically stronger as far as like wattage relationships, and N cell utilizes phosphorus wash. Phosphorus is an element with one more electron than silicon, and P cell uh, silicon has one less electron than silicon, and which will bring me to further interviews, my women at work interviews, appreciating, understanding, and inspiring people of the female gender. Like I said, according to social theorist and the text by Mooney, etc., Understanding Social Problems, there is no country in the world in which gender inequality does not exist. And my goals as an interviewer and interactionist would be to appreciate, understand, and inspire people of the female gender, asking questions relating to roles and their sets, educational and learning capacity, CAPACITY, relating to roles and their sets, functions relating to capacity, relating to gratitude, GRATITUDE, relating to the glass ceiling, GLASSCEILING, conscience, CONSCIENCE, efficacy, EFFICACY, self-efficacy and efficacy for others, not to mention relating to perseverance, PERSEVERANCE, as well as perseverance, not to mention related to feelings of optimistic reinforcement or positive reinforcement. So, I'd be delighted to meet other women or people of the male gender that are as interested in spelling champions as I am. Capacities to spell words like dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, deoxyribonucleic acid, pneumoconiosis, tetrahydrobiopterine, even anti-disestablishmentarianism. And I can't forget about the lost women of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Those that would be interested in my further goals as far as understanding solar, buildable space, mathematics, fractions, decimals, not to mention fractions, decimals, not to mention percentages and land. The rundown of chemistry and silicon. I gave you atomic number 14. The N cell and P cell relationships with silicon and silicone and solar energy. Okay, safe, happy, and blessed. Remember, never stop learning. Love yourself enough to self-instruct and individualize. Okay, so this is Anna Santacroce, Anna Tedesco Maria Santacroce, Easter Sunday, a glorious mystery resurrection, second person in the Trinity, second person interactionist approaches, you, second person. Okay, and then we have interviewing, my women at work goals, and the like. Okay. Pi Gamma Mu recognized scholar, International Honor Society in Social Sciences, 3.91 cumulative in journalism. Okay, safe, happy, and blessed.